Hello, brothers and sisters. Greetings. God bless you. Today we're going to look at AI policies for the ministry Equip and Grow. Okay, let's share my screen and get started. Okay, requirements for safely using artificial intelligence and publishing your curriculum with Equip and Grow. So what is generative AI? Generative AI is a form of technology that provides new content based on a prompt from a user. It sounds a little bit like doing a web search, but it isn't the same at all. When you search, you enter keywords or ask a question, and the search engine suggests a variety of websites and sources for you to click on. So that's a regular web search, right? But generative AI is different. It typically provides a response based on information already in the system. So rather than generating thousands of results like a search engine, generative AI tool will combine multiple sources from the training data stored in its database and produce a single answer in the form of a chat. Since these chatbots tend to pull from various snippets of information in their training data, you won't get an exact source of the information it provides, or even how many sources it used to generate the response. So it could use 100 sources or 3 sources. It's not going to tell you where it grabbed the information. So it's grabbing information from the internet, from the web, and customizing an answer for you. So after you ask your first question, you can ask a second follow-up. Like you can say, okay, now put it in Hindi for me. Or you can say, that's not quite what I was looking for, and it can start modifying. Okay, so in November of 2022, an artificial intelligence company in California, United States, launched one of the first widely available generative AI chatbots. It's called ChatGPT. Within 2 months, ChatGPT reached 100 million active users. So this was the first and most famous, and I started using it, and I do recommend it. However, there's lots for you to choose from. So you do not need to use only this one. You can use any of them. There's a free version. You can sign up to use ChatGPT, or you can purchase the pro version. Okay, why use AI? Number one, it's a powerful tool. Just like the internet, when the internet showed up, people maybe thought, how long is this going to be around? Well, it's not going anywhere. It's a powerful tool. AI is not going anywhere. Number two, you can't stop others from using it. So think of this like sometimes it might feel like people are cheating when they use AI, especially for VBS. Wait till I show you what you can do. It might feel like cheating, but the issue is everyone is actually doing it, and we don't doing it because everybody's doing it, but it's now part of the new rules. So let me show you really fast. Well, let me give you an example. If you were on a highway that have 4 lanes of cars and it's all getting narrowed down to 1 lane, maybe it's all going to get narrowed to the left side. Some people want to go ahead and get in the left lane early, and they're going to wait for 4 hours. And others stay as far to the right as possible so they can hurry and get up, and then they get in there so they only have to wait 1 hour. Is that cheating? Is it cheating that they stay to the right? Actually, if there's 4 lanes of traffic available today, it's not cheating to use all 4 lanes. It's not cheating because it's actually a method everyone can use. Everyone can use all the lanes. So AI is a lane that you can use that will get you there faster. And everyone's going to use this lane. No, you can't say, hey, it took me a whole year to do it because I didn't use AI. and everybody else used AI and they got there in 1 week. People won't care. People won't care. So it feels like cheating, yes, but it isn't, because it's a new tool, it's a new resource, and we all have the tool. Okay, so let me show you what a basic chat looks like, okay? Here is Chat GPT, and here it is empty. Once you sign up and you have your account, it looks like this, and you can go on and say, write me a, let's see, write me 5 lessons for a VBS on the theme of grace. On the theme of grace of God and using the beach. Okay. So we've got here, oh, God's grace is boundless like the ocean. Beach, okay, crafts, discussions, a verse. We got Psalm 103:11. Oh, grace is a gift like seashells. Oh, fun. Hide seashells. Talk about how the ocean never runs out of water and how great God's grace is never ending. Wow, look at this. Lesson 3. God's grace cleanses us like water. Children will understand that God's grace cleanses us from all unrighteousness. Whoa. Okay, now put this VBS into Hindi. Okay. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's see now. Give me a seashell craft. No, give me some seashell craft ideas. Oh, it's still working on Hindi. It's thinking about stuff. Okay. So you're going to be able to use this for many things like writing text, creating images, making music, marketing, translation, creating schedules. I mean, there's really no limit. Okay, seashell craft ideas for VBS. Oh, seashell necklaces, picture frames, wind chimes, magnets, candle holders, stepping stones. Oh, photo holders. Okay, so where's all this information coming from? So instead of you searching the web and looking for all these craft ideas, and you're asking it is looking for in the web for all those things and then summarizing for you. So you can say summarize this. Okay, now let me just show you again. This is crazy. This is just crazy. Okay, write me a poem. Wait, a 4-line. Write me a 4-line poem on the grace of God with a beach theme. Okay, so now we're asking it to write a poem. Oh, on the sandy shores, his grace flows wide. Like endless waves, his love won't hide. In every shell and whispering breeze, God's boundless grace brings hearts to ease. Okay, so do you see how in a second, all of a sudden I have a poem? Okay, so it's gonna feel like cheating, but everyone's using this lane that's now making everything faster. So we are going to use this lane. Okay, so let's go back to my PowerPoint here. So you can use Chat GPT or any other AI generative software. and they all have them. And it's going to reduce your costs. Okay, we used to have to pay people to write poems, and now you can just ask AI to do it for you. Okay, and the final reason why you should use AI is because Equip and Grow is going to use AI. So I made this lovely poem for us using AI. It took me about 3 seconds. In a world where code and data blend, AI brings wonders without end. From tasks mundane to insights bright, it turns our dreams to gleaming light. Okay, next, you're gonna choose your assistant. So you're gonna think of ChatGPT as one of your assistants as you're writing and creating products. So choose the platform you want to use. There's so many companies that I'm not going to tell you. You can. There's just so many of them now. You choose which one you want. You do not have to use ChatGPT. You can use any of them, and pick a fun name. So I chose the name. I decided to go with Nova for my assistant. Her name is Nova. She's going to be a girl. So that's just silly. Okay, now let's dive into some more policies for curriculum writing for our ministry. Okay, so what about making money with my VBS? It is totally okay to write a VBS and sell it. Yes, that's okay. Christians are allowed to make profit from their work. You can use AI and create a glorious program with music, with activities, with crafts, with decoration, and you can publish it and you can sell it. It's absolutely okay. At Equip and Grow, though, we offer our curriculum for free. So if you opt or if you choose for us to publish your VBS with us, then we will not be providing you payment or charging people for your VBS. Okay, here we go. Policies for Equip and Grow AI. Okay, number 1, always mention AI use. Okay, for some reason, everybody got just like, they used AI. So you can't use AI and then say you didn't. You can't. So that's unethical. It's like lying. People want to know. So I looked around and it's pretty basic. You're going to say written with the help of AI, just like that. It's going to be a simple sentence, written with the help of AI. Okay, you're going to share that with people. People want to know. They do not want you to be using AI and not telling them. Okay, number 1, always mention the use. Okay, 2, use for enhancement. As you use it to write stuff and create stuff, you need to edit that. You need to think it through and decide what you're going to use. Don't just go in there and say, write me a whole VBS and then just decorate it and throw it out there. You need to edit that. Okay, and number 3, AI content is not authoritative. So you can't quote things from it because, as we talked about, you don't know where that information came from. So I love quoting people in books. As you guys know, I love buying books. This is a book that I bought a long time ago. I'm using for this lesson 1 I'm working on for level 4 writing curriculum. And I bought this book, Making Ideas Happen. It's by Scott Belsky. So for this, I can find the sentence in here. I can put it in word for word. And then I put it in quotes and I say it's by Scott Belsky. Okay, so that you don't want to grab quotes that AI gives you. You need to go look those up. So if AI says, for examples, like what Scott Belsky said in his book, Making Ideas Happen, you just need to go to the internet and do a little bit of research to get the exact quote, because AI can't, it's grabbing information from so many places, you can't use it for quotes. So that also means you can't use it for Bible references. You do not want to quote the Bible using So as you saw, I just asked it for a VBS on the beach, and it grabbed some Bible verses and it put the Bible verses in quotes. So you don't want to grab that Bible verse like that. You can grab it and put it in a Word document, but you're going to want to go to the Bible. So then my favorite Bible online is the Bible app. So it's just bible.com. Then you choose the Bible version you want, and then you can copy the text and you can say what version you got it from. So never reference the Bible using AI. You want to go get the reference yourself. And so for creating a VBS, what this means is you don't want to actually quote a portion of a verse inside your lesson. So I want you to start thinking ahead as though your VBS became huge and we translated it into another language. So if you have a portion of a verse or even a whole verse quoted inside your lesson, that Bible verse is going to get translated with AI, like with Google Translate or other things. So you won't have the cleanness that we need to treat the Word of God. So after much learning over the years and working in 26 languages and 20 years of writing curriculum, almost 20 years, we have found it's better not to quote the Bible inside your lesson. You want to have a Bible story. You're going to have a reference for the Bible outside of your lesson, and you're going to have a Bible verse that is like a memory verse to learn, and that should be outside your lesson. And you can talk about the Bible inside your lesson, but don't ever put it in quotes, because then when you translate it, now you've made a mess and you can't find that in all these languages, and it's impossible to reference correctly. Okay, so no quoting the Bible inside your lesson. That sounds funny, but that's the way to treat quotes properly, is not just remembering that AI is not authoritative as far as being able to quote either the Bible or other people's messages. Okay, continuing with Equip and Grow AI policies. What can I get away with legally? Or what is ethical? Okay, so what's the difference here between what we get away with legally and what's ethical? Okay, so Jesus always came to us with higher standards than the world has. So point number 4, be kind. Okay, this is not new. These are basic teachings from Jesus to be kind to others. So if somebody else is doing something exactly the same, or you see another VBS that's almost identical, don't steal. Be kind. Be kind. Don't grab something or twist something or say, oh, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. Okay, so these are basic teachings from Jesus. So how do we be ethical when it comes to AI? So the first thing is to respect privacy. If it doesn't impact us much with Equip and Grow, but anything you enter into a chat is public domain. So if you put in like your personal address or somebody else's personal address or something, it's part it's like you're posting that. It's the same standards you would have on Facebook as far as posting detailed personal information. You should have those same standards in ChatGPT, because they're going to be able to see it. The world will see it. Okay, so that's privacy. Number 2, intellectual property rights. So if somebody wrote a cool craft book, and they have all the craft books, they have this craft book and they have got a bunch of different craft ideas, that's intellectual property where they worked very hard to come up with those crafts. So to be ethical, you don't want to use all the same crafts from the same book, because then you're just taking that person's content. So what's legal? I'll tell you what's legal. If there's a craft book out there in English and they didn't put it into Hindi, you could take it and translate it and put it into Hindi, and legally you are okay. You could just produce the same craft book in a different language, and legally they are not going to be able to sue you unless they have very specific derivative rights that they've mentioned in a copyright thing, but then it's by language, by country. And it's very complicated for them to legally hold you accountable for stealing their intellectual property rights. However, Jesus asks us to be kind. If somebody worked really hard on something, you don't want to steal all the same thing. And then copyright laws is basically going to come down to things like cartoons. You can't actually put Mickey Mouse in your VBS. You can make a mouse who looks like Mickey, but you can't put Mickey Mouse in your VBS. So these are copyright laws, just that the whole world is recognizing that when a cartoon character is created by a company, you can't use that actual character. It's the same. You can't say, I think I'll have this famous actor in my VBS. You are going to be able to find pictures, and you could even use their voice, but that breaks copyright laws internationally to use somebody's voice without their permission. So we're going to be ethical and not do that. Okay. So think percentages. Point number 6 here. Actually, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. So basically all games, all crafts, all application from the Bible to life has been said. It's been done. Everybody's been doing it for so many years. So any craft you find, you can use. Literally, you can use anything out there. You can find an idea and say, I want to use this idea, and it's okay. So think percentages, like, okay, less than half. So I gave you here this idea of 47%. You're just going to want to use less than half. So if you find a craft book, some craft ideas from somebody, like, less than half of your craft should be from that one person. So if you find text that you like, less than half, you need to, and if you want to quote word for word from somebody, put their name in them, give them credit. Say, Scott Belsky said in his book, Making Ideas Happen. You can quote people in your VBS, no problem. Just reference it from the internet. Don't grab it from your AI. And point number 7, be foundational. You are not going to be, you just can't even imagine the depths that God is going to use your VBS and where God's going to take you in your writing career. Now, not everyone who writes a VBS today is going to just have this fantastic writing career. No, not everybody, but some of you will. And you don't know, but that you are one of them. You are probably one of the ones that's just going to take off, and you can't believe how much you're going to make. This is just the beginning. So don't belittle the beginnings. So be foundational. Decide your ethics and say, no, I'm going to be careful because this VBS I'm writing could become famous, and I might be selling it, and somebody else is going to read it, and they're going to see their ideas in my VBS. So be foundational. Okay, next. Will people steal from you? Yes. Okay, yes. So at Equip and Grow, we expect people to steal from us, and we will not be prosecuting them. I found this sign here. Shoplifters will be prosecuted, like we're watching to see who's going to steal from us. Okay, so this is very important for you to know. On one hand, I'm saying, I want you to be kind. Do not go grab somebody's beautiful chart and then copy it exactly and put it in your VBS exactly without making any changes. And then, and because that's actually stealing. Get the idea, remake it. You make sure it's less than half of your VBS, all these things. Yes, grab ideas from everywhere, but you can't like imagine this. Some people, just imagine this. You see a VBS you like, and you take that VBS and you just grab all the text exactly the way it is, and then you redesign it, you put some new pictures in, and then you publish it and say, oh, I wrote it, when actually it's word for word exactly like the other person. that's like shoplifting, that's stealing. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You're going to have to say, nope, I didn't steal. Less than half is from one location. So everything is from different locations, different ideas from around the internet. But will people steal from you? Yes, they will. You're gonna finish. You're gonna work really hard on this VBS and put it up there. And will people steal? Yes, they will. Why? Jesus said, "Turn the other cheek." People are not going to be kind to you. And when they're rude to you, you turn the other cheek and let them steal some more. Okay, so are you allowed to slap people in the face? No. Will other people slap you in the face? Yes. Okay, so for Equip and Grow, thank you. Thank you for being with us today. These are just some simple AI policies. So to finish this up, in order to publish your curriculum with Equip and Grow, you will need to click a button at the end that says you own the content and you followed ethical standards of copyright and AI use. That means that 47% is taken from one location, right? You can't take more than 47% from one location. And that you edited it, right? I don't want you grabbing something straight from the internet and publishing it without reading it. So we're gonna edit everything. We're gonna edit everything. So you're gonna have to click that button at the end saying, I'm responsible for this content and I edited it. I was careful and I got the help of AI. So we're going to use AI. You're going to say in your manual, in your book, you're going to say written by Christy Krause with the help of AI tools. And then you're going to use AI through the whole thing. It's going to make it so much faster. And why are we going to do this? Because everyone's doing this and you will be better. Your editing's better. It's like you go hire your assistant. My assistant is named Nova. Go hire your assistant today and be ready because you're going to go so much faster than we used to do with AI. All right. Thank you. Bye.